Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lowland Masaria. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm also a presidential awardee 2023 through UNESCO and the Teacher Service Commission.
Wow.
I work with hundreds of young students. I support them in area of STEM competitions. And what I've seen is that these learners, they do an amazing job when it comes to STEM areas. That is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This I've seen through such organizations like Young Scientists Kenya, Startup Africa. We also have the Kenya Science and Engineering Fair. These youngsters, they have innovations across various areas, right from climate change, health sector, and so on. So my question to the panelists is that how can we harness these innovations from our youngsters who have very innovative ideas so that we can use them as a global catalyst for freedom, peace, and sustainable development? Because my experience is that we have had these learners with various innovative ideas, but we just go through competitions. They are told you are the best, and then that idea remains in their schools. I can give you a live example. I'm a teacher at a school called Vialo Secondary School. I have mentored some two girls. They had an innovation that is supposed to solve giga infestation. In fact, they sampled a particular school in the local, and that giga infestation cure was made from local materials, the herbs, Ayurvedic herbs. The students were supposed to go to Johannesburg, South Africa last year to represent Kenya in what we call ESCOM Expo Science Exhibition. But the students, now that they come from a humble background, a humble school, they could not raise airfares. And this is an innovation that can solve a global problem. What happened was that, unfortunately, the students never went to Joburg, South Africa, despite I might struggle to get passports for them myself, but there were no airfares to go and represent Kenya in Joburg, South Africa. But nevertheless, the organizers had to talk to me that I should use technology, and they represented their project through technology, through virtual interaction, and they won bronze medals. Imagine. I was just imagining if at all these students could have gone to Joburg, South Africa, it could have raised their morale, but the project is just right in school, nobody to pick it up. Global peace. How can we use such youngsters to encourage
innovation,
freedom, peace, and sustainable development in global peace? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can I take another comment? Yes, just pass the mic, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sabri Farouk. I'm also a teacher by profession. I'm also a graduate from Moi University when he was the acting professor, was the acting vice chancellor. I left classroom teaching, and I'm running an education consultancy. In my services, empowerment and mentorship programs are on the front line, because these students of ours, with the current technological advancement, with the current changes in life, they require a lot of directions. I feel I know life skills. I'll talk case study Kenya. Life skills is a subject that is being done, and it is a must for every class. For example, one lesson every week, each and every class. But I feel that there's not much that is being done, and I don't know the vigilance by Ministry of Education on how the implementation of life skill lessons, because all these one family under God, all the changes can be in the life skill aspect apart from the religious, because not everyone does religious studies, mostly in the high school. Now, I don't know what Ministry of Education or how Ministry of Education is able to do to make sure that this life skills lesson that will make these students come together in terms of their development, growth and development in humanity, not religious, humanity mostly. The implementation is not done. So what is Ministry of Education doing to assist the implementation of life skill lessons in these schools? Thank you.
Thank you. Pastor Mike here.
First of all, thank you very much this wonderful event. I'm going to ask a brief question. I don't know who wants to answer it. My name is Yusuf. I'm from London. I'm the CEO of an international charity. So we have talked about the problems in Global South. So there are many NGOs, international organizations on Global North, trying to make a difference here. In terms of education, what would our panelists advise us to focus on? We have talked about classrooms, boreholes, but what else we can do in order to help transform education here in Kenya?
Thank you. Thank you. Shall we deal with those three and then we come back to the panel? Who'd like to take one of them? Yes, Professor?
Thank you very much. Very briefly, I'm very keen about that STEM innovation. I don't know whether you have heard of the Kenya Innovation Agency, Kenya. The universities in Kenya, we have a network under Kenya, and the chair is the VC Nairobi. I'm the vice chair. And I would want to pick that up because we are trying to get into innovation, entrepreneurship, and commercialization. So whatever we can do to encourage those students and upscale that product, we can pick it up. But I also want you to learn, I think the purpose of this conference under the Global Peace Forum is it's not about just the skills and the hard sciences. It's about the soft skills, the life skills you're talking about, the character aspect. And I'm glad you are in Moi. When I was in Moi as your acting vice chancellor, that was 6 years ago, the Airo you see now is very different, because I went to Daystar. Daystar is a Christian university, and the centrality of values and the supremacy of God has transformed me as a person completely. So I know what it means when you expose somebody to who God is and Scripture. And that is the first line of a life skill: a God-fearing person, an obedient person, a person who is ready to sacrifice. So I would also be interested if you can get in touch with us. We have mentoring, very strong mentoring programs. Just to add on STEM, so that I'm not taking too much time, we are collaborating, Daystar University is collaborating with the University of Boston and Harvard in the area of artificial intelligence. You know, we can talk about AI in this room. I don't want to say until they come home. But you've got to get into the center.
Yes.
Otherwise, Africa, we dance on the periphery. So when I went to Boston and we called the top professor in matters artificial intelligence, and we brought him to Daystar to train my faculty. And then I was invited there. And I realized that we are just on the periphery. You know, one time in my university, a student was suspended because they had used ChatGPT to do an assignment. ChatGPT is empty. I have the softwares on my computer. I have the latest softwares on my computer. It is empty. They'll give you that information. But you've got to conceptualize it and have your own understanding of that information. That's where the North is. They are not using it to replicate things, to avoid assignments. No, they are using it to deepen their understanding. And I think that's the challenge for us in Africa. We can talk about artificial intelligence, and we'll continue talking about it on the periphery, and we shall always remain in the South. So I would like to really urge, even these aspects of character, artificial intelligence can help us in programs that are not as expensive as the current programs on life skills. Then I went to this top university in China, and they uphold STEM, but they have now forgotten about STEM. They're talking about STEAM. They have added an A. Matters religion, matters humanities, matters social sciences. You want a scientist who is complete as a human being and who will not just pursue interests of technology without knowing relationships and how it affects fellow human beings. And finally, I really would like to urge all of us to embrace teaching character or values in our small spaces. So at Vialo, that's my home school. When you are teaching those girls, can you bring in character and values in your own space? You'll make your own contribution. But these things are experiential. They're not taught, they are experienced. So if you are a principal or if you are a vice chancellor, how do your students look at you? What is your level of timeliness? What is your level of friendliness? What is your level of connectivity with the simplest person in your organization? That's how they build that character from you. So we also must punish ourselves, in quotes, to make sure that we indoctrinate our people, not by theory, but by experience. And people know you. So the question is this: when you are not around and your name is mentioned, what do people say about you?
Yeah.
That's a measure of character. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comment from the panelists?